a mom, we want to ensure that even as we celebrate Feel Good Friday, as today's Friday, of course, we ensure that you as a mom, you are well celebrated. We will be having giveaways for you later on. And this is courtesy of Mercy Ngima, the founder of Victoria Kids Baby Shop, as she takes us through her journey as an entrepreneur, 5 years, just selling everything kids. Everything kids. Mercy, welcome to TV47.
Thank you for having me.
How are you this morning?
I'm very fine, thank you.
All right, let's just get right into it. Victoria Kids Baby Shop. This, you founded it 5 years ago. Just what inspired this business?
Oh, thank you. What inspired me in doing babies, before I was in other businesses, as we all try businesses, then I had the passion for babies. Oh, for babies.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. For babies. And that's how I found my journey in 2020. Yes.
2020 at the peak of COVID-19.
Exactly.
How was it?
I would say it was a miracle. Remember that time most people were indoors, and I don't know how, but according to the statistics,
yes,
it's the highest time when people were having a lot of babies. And I've been in business for babies. It was good for me.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I mentioned that we will be having giveaways, but I also remember I didn't tell you guys how you can participate in this giveaway. So the question we are asking this morning is, are you an expectant mom? How ready are you to receive your bundle of joy? Does anyone you know expectant, and are they prepared to receive their bundle of joy? Just interact with us on our socials, TV47 Kenya on Facebook and YouTube, on X at TV47 News KE, and we'll be sure to read your feedback right here on live. Now, Mercy, you talk about at the peak of COVID, you know, you've just started, a lot of people are at home. What are some of the gaps that you saw, you know? At 2020, not everyone had their job, you know. Some have been laid off, uchumi ni mbaya, but you're just starting out with this new business. So what are the gaps that you saw, kakachini ukasema, why not let me just start something that will help these expectant moms, that will help people who are having kids, you know? What were the gaps that you saw?
Victoria Kids is the shop that came with something we call newborn package, where an expecting mom, we make a package that entails every essential that our moms need to start their journey for motherhood. Yes.
If you talk about every essential that a mom needs for motherhood, Mary, what are some of these things? What do they look like? Just take us step by step, you know, from the time. When should a mom start getting ready? Let's just start there.
The most basic things for a mom, and expecting moms, like I will ask you, where do you start? So this package entails the receiving sets, the baby shawls. Okay, not all the products, but where do you start? You are heavy, you're expecting. Where do you start? And that's where I come in, and I make easy for mom to have basic things, from basin to the receiving sets, to the shawls, and to the receiving blankets. And then from there, you know, once the baby comes, you know what you need, then you can come back to the shop and buy. Yeah.
So at what stage exactly? Is it the 7 months, 8 months, 9 months? When should a mom start getting ready for their bundle of joy? In terms of getting whatever you talked about as
it all depends. First time moms, they start at 1 month, you know, the excitement and looking forward to have the baby. But I will say from 6 months to 7 months, you can get ready. Yes.
You know, starting a business most of the time is very, very hard. Yeah. As for you, you started it at the peak of COVID-19. And sometimes capital is a challenge to most businesses who are just starting. So for you as Mary, when you're starting, maybe pesa ilitoka happy, you know, the initial capital to just start up this business.
2020 for Mercy, it was a miracle.
Okay.
Like I said, there were many expecting moms, and of course there were people who were laid back from their jobs and all that. But remember, that was just the beginning of COVID, yeah? Then there were lockdowns. So we got so many people ordering a lot of products all over the country. We were doing deliveries, and you see most people prefer to be indoors. And I had an online platform to sell, which enabled me to grow. I will say it advantaged me, yes.
You already had an online business and an online page.
I got online that time.
All right.
Yes.
So how did it grow, you know? How did you now come to get the following that became your customer base and people who trusted you to just cater to their needs as new moms? How was it like? Did you use promos, you know, building your social media brand?
Oh, yeah, of course, there's something we call sponsored ads.
Okay.
And also you can use influencers. There were people, like luckily, I got people who were just tagging me and for free.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful to them. And that's how I got to gain followers and also gain trust for people who are ordering outside Nairobi. Yes.
You know, gaining trust, Pia, is something quite challenging for most Kenyan businesses. And I've seen this trend on TikTok now where they're just mimicking how customers behave online when they come to your inbox to ask if a certain product is available. If you're talking about trust, just as Victoria Baby Kids, you're just starting out in 2020. How was it like building this trust? You know, when somebody comes, hi, do you have a romper? Hi, do you have a receiving kit? How much is it? Do they run away or do they stay to get whatever product they need from you?
I'll say the most important thing for any business person is building trust. And how do you build it? You see, whenever you serve your clients well, they go and they pass that information to other moms. So you get referrals. And through those referrals, you become a brand. Yes.
All right. And when you're just starting out, Mary, you know, I want people who, Mercy, I'm sorry about that. I want people who are watching us and, you know, are thinking of starting a business, not necessarily a kids shop, but just any small business. You know, what are the concerns that you had before starting out? Did you ever sit back and say, will this speak? Will I get my niche when I'm doing kids stuff? What concerns did you have?
A lot of concerns, especially being on online platform, whereby whatever you're doing, it's like you're naked. Everyone is seeing what you're doing, so there's a lot of repercussions on a way of selling, and especially like let's say this is a romper, I'm selling it. Another shop will sell it. So it all depends how my presentation and my charisma for people to come and buy from me.
Yeah.
Yes.
So deciding on the products to stock, you know, how did you decide on that when you were just starting?
Newborn is very wide. It has accessories, it has clothes. Why I settled on newborn is because I know every mom must shop. A new baby, you need new clothes. Unlike for the older babies, whereby it's seasonal. Like maybe on holidays, you don't buy for older babies any other day. But for newborn, remember they are going in a span of every 1 month, 2 months, you need to restock. Onesies, you need to restock rompers, you need to restock maybe some morsels, like that, yeah.
Okay. So do you recommend that when somebody a mom is buying clothes for the child, they go for a bigger size, or do you just say valisha mtoto venye anatoshana kwanza? No,
that one is an old concept of you know, when we were growing up. I know my tell moms, it's because that time atukua kulikuwa na shida. But right now I prefer a baby to have a fitting romper, not an oversized romper. They look funny anyway.
Yes, they do.
And it's true, they grow very fast, but I think you can do different sizes, like 0 to 3, 3 to 6, like that. Yes.
So how do we select, you know, these sizes? Do you help at Victoria Kids? Nimekuja hapo nataka kununua nguo ya just my 1-week-old child. How do I know that this one will fit them, this one will not? Because sometimes moms go there and just blind buy. So how do I know that this will fit, this will not fit, this one is suitable for this particular time? Yeah.
That's where we come in. For me, I normally say don't do a lot of 0-3. Very newborn, because every mom give depending, like there are people who get big babies like 4 kgs, 3 kgs. There are people who get small kgs. So I would advise you don't do very many newborns, but you can do from 3 to 6 months, different sizes. Yes.
And people do not know about that, Mercy. When should there be a mom's education, wakai chini wanafunzo, as much as wanaenda clinic, Linda Mama, and should there be just an education that helps new moms?
Yes.
And how would that look like?
We are trying on our end. We are trying, like on our social media platform, we normally say, like at this given stage, you need this size of a diaper, you need this size of a romper, you need this size of onesies. You know onesies?
Yes.
Which one? Ya kushikilia diaper. It's called a onesie, yeah.
All right. When we were talking about some time back, just here in studio, about how to start a business, and we said most businesses don't go past the 2-year stage. I don't know if that is the case for you, but mostly say it's about financial challenges and just how to make that business done. So for you as Victoria Kids, you've been here for 5 years plus. I think 2025 is the 5th year. So
yeah, 5th year.
How has it been like for you, just navigating these challenges and being able to go past the 2-year mark?
Yeah, it's true. Well, when you pass 2 years, you've faced and you've overcome a lot of challenges. That is capital, getting good employees, and knowing what you want, and your main focus on the products that you are selling. How I have overcome that so far, will be grateful for my workers. I still have one of my worker that I started with. When I was starting, I started with 1 person, and now I have 10 workers. That consistency of having royal employees. To me, in business, most people say client come first, but mine, I think employee come first, because a happy employee will be able to serve your clients. Yeah, that's how I've managed to. And once employees are happy, then we'll be productive in our work, and then we'll have growth. Yes.
Employee is important at Victoria Kids.
Employee.
That's amazing. So how do you ensure that they align with your vision at the Victoria Kids Baby Shop? Whatever you want to achieve with your products, how do you ensure that these 10 employees that you have now align with that vision?
Of course, we have targets. We have to meet our targets, and we have a very good relationship of, it's a family. I will call Victoria Kids like a family. When there's peace and love at a family, then there's growth. Yes.
They prosper.
Exactly.
Amazing. And today I'm just looking at it here, and you've expanded to 3 branches across Nairobi, and that is at CBD, Poppin Mall, Kilimani. So what strategies, Mercy, are you using to just grow this startup business? Expanding to such 3 shops, and especially at the CBD.
In CBD.
And at Kwa News Jana, we did a story where people are struggling to even get cubes at the CBD. Quite expensive. So for you, what strategies are you using? Tuibie siri.
Ni God.
Ni God Mazi.
I will say, when you are there, and especially with online platform, you get to know where your clients are coming from. You can, right now, if you ask me if I have to go out of Nairobi, I know where I can go because I know where my clients order, a lot of them, and where they are. Nairobi is big, the population is big. So why Kilimani? There's population, and it is also strategic. And also most of my clients, from those ends, they do not want to come to town.
Wadosi.
Yes. Wadosi na foreigners. And also now, why Biashara Street? Biashara Street is known. It's our mom's, it's an old street for baby shops. It has been there. So it is also strategic. Yes, and now Imenti is where Victoria Kid was born.
Yeah.
Yes.
So speaking of Nairobi, Mercy, are you thinking of expanding to other areas? Let's say even Kisumu, you know, now that, or do you consider yourself as a still growing business from where you stand at the moment?
At the moment, what I would want to, in business, sometimes you can work with what you have. Because I have trusted clientele who can order online. I don't need to go to where they are. They can buy from where I am. Yes.
All right. So Mercy, you see, any challenges that you faced with this expansion to 3 branches, you know, Kilimani, the one at Taveta, the one at Imenti. Any challenges with this expansion? Was it an easy step? Did it come easy for you with this expansion?
It was a step of faith, and I will say, of course, there are so many challenges. You know, expansion need capital, and you need trustworthy partners who believe in you for the expansion and growth. Yes. And
Mercy, I've seen a lot of baby kids shops. You know,
competition
is stiff. Yes. Something about kids that, you know, we need to study. But even as we say, competition is stiff. So how do you stand out, you know, in this competitive field now as someone who sells kids stuff?
Competition is healthy. Competition make you brings a lot of innovation. You need to stand out because, like I told you, we are selling more or less the same things. So it brings uniqueness, and of course, competition favors the buyers because maybe sometimes I have also to lower my prices to please the buyer. You know. But I will say. I'm looking for healthy competition whereby everyone can get something for themselves. The cake is so big. The cake is so big.
The cake is so big for everyone.
Exactly.
So Mercy, you know, you are telling us that you have a drive where you are giving out packages for new moms, expectant moms. So what is the procedure like for you, and why are you so much driven towards giving out at this time?
Why? It started out the time of International Women Day. And when I met several women in dire need, so I said I will extend it, this month being my birthday month. We'll celebrate with expecting moms. Randomly, I go out, macho hayana pazia, when I see someone expecting, I'll just give them a gift.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you know, we were asking a question when you're starting, and of course you're here with those goodies. And the question you are asking is, are you an expectant mom? How ready are you to receive your bundle of joy? Does anyone you know expectant? Are they prepared to receive their bundle of joy? And Mercy, we already have a few responses here. And good morning, TV47. What a beautiful conversation. I'm watching from Kitengele. I'm Jared Momanyi. I'm the newest dad in town. My baby is 3 weeks old. I wish Naiza Pata the gift.
Wow.
That is Jared.
A dad.
A dad. Dads are also representing. We have another one here. Good morning, TV47. My name is Patricia from Riruta. I'm a mom to a beautiful princess. I thank God for this bundle of joy, and I'd appreciate you gifting me. Thank you. That is Patricia. Jane is saying, good morning. My name is Jane Jerry. I'm the newest mom in town, and I'm so happy because I struggled to get a baby, but God is faithful. That is Jane. We have another one here. She's saying, hey, I am Mercy from Ruaka. I have a newborn. I have gone through a lot in this journey, but I thank God for the gift.
Wow.
We are parting short, Mercy, as we close. What is your final remarks in regards to this? Should they expect these gifts? What do you tell expectant moms out there, even as you go out and just fulfill your commitment towards giving them these essentials?
There are not many. Let me tell you, what makes me like, I love dads who are there for their babies. Like, you know, even when they come to shop, it's to me, it's like, I just appreciate them and also coming to shop. So they will all get gifts, and especially even my namesake. There's a namesake there. Yes. And they are all under 3 months, so we'll see how they can get the gifts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and anyone within Nairobi, we do free deliveries, so they will be delivered to where they are. Yeah.
So where can we find Victoria Kids Shop?
Victoria Kids is in CBD, Biashara Street. Biashara Street, do you know where Biashara Street is?
I do. You know, mimi nimesoma shule fulani iko hapo ndani ya town. Sasa I know.
So we unajua. You know what happened? Most people don't know where Biashara Street is. Biashara Street is next to the bazaar, and we are in a building called Revron Plaza next to the I&M Bank. Lower ground, you'll see our signage there. We are also in Imenti House, Moi Avenue. Use Popin Mall entrance to G2. And we are in Kilimani. The new baby is in Kilimani, Wood Avenue, Karibu Square. Yes.
Mercy, your number if somebody wants to call you to just learn about something kids.
0725 399 329. I always give free advice. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Mercy Ngima, CEO of Victoria Kids Baby Shop, for making time for us, and of course for the goodies that you brought for us here at TV47. We do appreciate you.
Thank you.
That brings us to the end of this conversation with Mercy Ngima. Like I've said, CEO of Victoria Kids Baby Shop. It's a Feel Good Friday, so DJ Granite is already on set. Bansi Kimuyu is also on standby, so stay with us. We are coming back with Feel Good Friday, hits on hits, after this break.
Kubwa mtazamaji.